Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is the G-Line Light Armor. G-Line Light Armor is a 450 cost raid type which has all the tricks. It has a charging beam rifle and a dodge roll, much like a general. It also, I believe, has both maneuver armor and forced injectors, so you can do all kinds of things with it. I'm not great with it because it's raid, and it is ultimately built around the idea that you will get up close and do the melee, which generally I will not, at least depending on the situation. The situation right now is there's an awful lot of stuff over there bunched up, and moving in for a frontal assault would be suicide, so that is time for beam rifle keep away, which is my favorite sport. Missed that person, got missiles ready. It has really solid missiles, good damage, and can stun with enough hits. They take a little bit long to reload, but given everything else that they can do, which includes firing while boosting, that's a fair trade-off. Because they would just be incredibly overpowered at their current level if they reloaded any faster. So I'm taking a lot of hits. I'm down to 5,000 health, which is not great. Boosted far enough back that the missiles I fired were out of range, so did no damage. Somebody is coming over there. I'm not sure if they're trying to fight me or coming this way for the checkpoint or for somebody else, but if it's one-on-one, I'll take my chances. Okay, they're just coming over here for reasons. Tagged him with some missiles, and it's a G5 Gundam, which moved back to charge its rifle instead of moving forward, which again, sometimes, as I've noticed watching Maelstrom playing raids, sometimes moving forward is the better answer. I have room to talk because it's doing the same thing I would be doing if I was thinking of it, but let's see, I'm amazed he did not manage to, didn't manage to tackle me, but again, I have a feeling they didn't think of it because they were playing a backpedal game, which can work under the right circumstances, they just didn't have them. Held my missiles until the person was done getting up so that I could get past their invincibility, and it worked. So now it's time to get back with my team, because getting, too far isolated is a bad idea, even if the enemy team is a little disorganized at the moment. That Pale Rider managed to miss me by sheer luck. So, good time to hit it and back off, because sometimes it is time to get away, and when you're sitting close to something with that kind of melee range, is a good opportunity to run away. Or when it's stunned, it's a good opportunity to go in with melee, but it used Hades rather, to avoid my damage, which, good use of it. I think I just shot one of my own people in the back trying to stun it. That's the problem with clouds of smoke, I'm afraid, and apologies to that person if I got you killed. We've still got a decent lead, and I am pulling back with my 4,500 hit points to try and preserve that lead. Which is not to say that I'm not going to, take some pot shots from over here, 3,500 hit points. But again, this is a good opportunity to take this point, especially since there's only one ally over there to be covering for, and to sit down for a few repairs if possible. I think I may get myself killed right here, because they do have people coming this way, and it's only going to take a couple of good artillery shots to kill me. No, that must be another round I played recently. Don't know if I recorded that one or not. But there's a couple of people over here. Ah, that is a mud rock, which is both a good and bad thing. If it gets a bead on me, I'm in trouble. Somebody did 500 points of damage to me. He's got support from up on the hill, and now he's got support up close. Used the tackle to try and get a shot in, and I got one swing before I was killed. At that point, the death was pretty inevitable if I was going to try and close with it. I should have gone back into keep away mode, but I just wasn't sure I could hide over the dune well enough to avoid taking lethal damage, so at that point I felt like I was committed. But we've lost our lead, but only by about 400 points, and we've got it back. And that's good, fairly close round, and time to get back in there with 3.5 minutes to go. Time to charge my rifle and pick a shot. There's the mud rock again, and shot. Got it. Somebody else got the kill. Doesn't matter. I was helpful. And just holding my missiles as best I can until there's an actual target. Got a shot in. Didn't quite get the kill, but that's okay. Pale Rider and the G5 are back. It's only going to take Vulcans to kill that G5. Yep. So now it's just the Pale Rider over here to deal with. They did take E, which is a problem, but we can, we can win even so. It's not a foregone conclusion that you will win if you take E, but it sure doesn't hurt. Mudrock does have balancers, so it was able to come at me pretty hard, but it did not manage to tackle me as I countered with my melee. As you can see, I did some pretty strong damage, so even so, it's back on its feet, so pulling back, not a bad idea, especially since I have dodge roll. But I did manage to get the kill. I think that was thanks in large part to my weapons rack friend there, back there, who gave me some support fire. And there's the G5 stuck in its melee animation, so let's use that to hopefully hold it in the explosion. See, I got caught in the explosion too, that's a shame. But I did do some damage, and I might be able to take on this G5. Got it with one swing, not two. Missiles are a good option there. Beam to the leg. Time to maneuver armor my way over here since there's two people taking shots at me. Also, hopefully, as happened, one of my allies spawned in. Kind of waiting for missiles to come back, because missiles I can stun with more rapidly than a charged shot if they're ready, and if I hit it with enough of them. Neither of those things were true, so time to move back in this way. We're pretty well coordinated. Actually, no, it's even, but we have the capacity to be outnumbered here if somebody else spawns in, so we need to watch out. Especially with, again, a Pale Rider there. Yeah, I thought if I pulled in, his allies would cover, so it was time to pull back instead. And also I can hopefully get behind him and keep him from killing my allies. And did not happen. They, I think, are fighting some of our people for point G. As it is, got some good shots in on the G5, and time to pull back again so that I don't get surrounded, because that's the problem with fighting on the very top of the hill. For me, I always get surrounded and murdered if I stick to the top of that hill. But if I keep my distance and take some shots, I can support the people on top of the hill fairly well. 50 seconds left. We've got a good lead. There's the Mudrock. He did tackle me, and he went over the side, and so did I, and now I just need a good shot. Missiles ready. Landed. None. But another good beam rifle shot, and I will have them. So, let's see what I can do. Let's see, now it's basically a race against that Zoo to F. See who can kill who first, because got the Mudrock, so time to run away. Time to do a lot of running away. Another nice thing about the G-Line, though, it is fast. So, yeah, they can come after me, but as long as I've got boost, and I've got some boost, I can keep my distance. And here's an ally to help me fight them off, so, and got a good shot in, I think they did, so now it's time to just launch some missiles, which, many thanks to that ally who kept me alive to the end, and I think got the kill at the last second, too, so excellent. And that is the G-Line light armor, which I really like. I like the standard as well. Don't have the assault yet, but definitely want to get it. 82,000 damage is not bad. I'm trying to remember, I died once that round, but that's all. 5 kills, no deaths. And beat my rival in all but one category, so not bad at all. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more, so until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! If you've been watching a while, you've probably noticed by now that the raids I do the best with are ones that you can play from a distance like a general, too. The Gelgug Marine with its charging rifle I do okay with. The G3 Gundam, which has tons of armor and maneuver armor, and those bazookas I can do pretty well with. When you get into anything a little bit more up close and personal, it's tougher for me.